Okay, so let's dive into this. You shared a really interesting article um, all about morning routines.
Yeah,
And for a lot of people, I think the whole idea of a perfect morning routine can feel, well, pretty daunting, can it?
definitely. You picture someone leaping out of bed at like 5 a.m. sharp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Journaling, meditating, running a 10K, all before breakfast.
Right. And what's great about this source is it kind of pushes back against that pressure right away.
It does. It's not just another to-do list.
hmm
It offers a different angle.
The fundamentally different perspective, yeah,
Yeah.
on what actually makes a morning work for you.
And it kicks off with this idea that maybe when you wake up isn't the be-all and end-all.
Hmm.
It's more about what you do when you are awake. That feels, well, kind of refreshing, actually.
It really cuts through that early bird hype, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The source basically argues that forcing yourself awake when your body isn't ready,
Yeah.
it can backfire. You end up tired, less efficient later. So it's about being intentional, whenever your natural start time is.
Okay, so if the clock isn't the main thing, what actions does the article say are crucial? What should we focus on?
Well, the first one is surprisingly basic, but apparently very effective.
Right.
Getting natural light.
Just light.
Yeah, like opening the curtains or stepping outside soon after you wake up. It says this helps set your internal clock, your circadian rhythm.
Right. Tells your body, okay, it's daytime. Boosts energy naturally.
Exactly. Simple but powerful.
Okay, and then there's a big one, the phone. The article's pretty blunt here, isn't it?
It really is. It talks about avoiding it first thing.
Why is that so critical, according
Huh.
to this source?
It frames it as managing a cognitive load. And the first thing you do is flood your brain with notifications, emails, social media.
Chaos.
Yeah, it just swamps your mental capacity right from the start. It kills your focus and puts you in reactive mode all day.
Instead of proactive. So the advice is create a buffer, like the first half hour or something.
Precisely. Use that time for something calmer, maybe just sitting quietly, having your coffee, looking out the window.
Cultivating some positive energy, a bit of calm before the storm hits.
That's the idea. And the source sees this self-care not as a luxury, but as, like, foundational for the day.
And it connects that directly to getting things done, right, by talking about planning your day.
It does. It suggests using that clear-headed morning state whenever it happens for you to clarify your main priorities for the day.
Not just a massive to-do list, but identifying the key things.
Right. Writing down maybe the top few tasks. The source argues this focuses your energy and makes you way more efficient later.
Mm.
And it also touches on not overpacking your schedule. Too much actually reduces efficiency. It even suggests short breaks, like 5–10 minutes every half hour or so of focused work.
So keeping your brain fresh throughout the day, not just the morning sprint.
Yeah, it's about the whole structure needing that intentionality.
It really sounds like the core message is quality and clarity over
Mm-hmm.
just grinding or sticking to some rigid schedule that doesn't actually suit you.
That's it exactly. Quality over quantity. Knowing what matters and doing it well within your own rhythm is way more effective than just being awake at 5 a.m. because you think you should be.
Clarity on goals is key.
Paramount, according to the source.
And I like how it also mentioned, other things like gratitude or even small acts of kindness. It's sort of holistic.
Yeah, setting a positive tone that goes beyond just ticking off tasks. And also being mindful about the information you consume. Filtering out noise to reduce stress.
Actively shaping your mental environment from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
So, after this deep dive, it's clear this source isn't pushing some one-size-fits-all perfect routine.
Not at all. It's about building something intentional, personal. Something that gives you mental space and clarity.
Right. It's about understanding your own rhythm and making small, deliberate choices. Starting small, being consistent.
Exactly. The quality and the mindfulness behind it are so much more important than just rigidly following some external rule book, like a specific wake-up time, especially if it doesn't work for you.
It really makes you think. If these small, intentional tweaks to just the morning can have such a big ripple effect on your day, maybe even your life, it begs the question, doesn't it? What other seemingly small daily habits, maybe things you do without thinking in the afternoon or evening, might hold some surprising power to transform things for you? Something to mull over.